welcome to Yo-Yo Talk. You may notice it's kind of changed a little bit in the background. This is the third floor, the attic part of the yo-yo collection. Most of it is on the second floor, but we're up here in the attic area. Took down the trading wall, but I still have all those yo-yos for trade. I'm going to jump right in. We've got a lot of new stuff going on with Yo-Yo Talk. First, and most importantly, we are changing the way we are doing the pop quiz that we usually have at the end of the show. It's now going to be an actual trivia contest program. I kind of got hooked on that when we did the Nationals trivia contest. I really love the way that went. So this is going to be our beta test, if you will, tonight. We've only got 20 slots. So if you're going to participate in the trivia contest, make sure you check out that QR code. It's up in the, what is it, the right-hand side of the screen? Yes. Right-hand side of the screen. So scan that, but scan it on a different device than you're watching Yo-Yo Talk on, because you will cut out of Yo-Yo Talk and you'll just be on that page. And we're not going to do the contest until the end of the show. So you want to do one on your computer and the other on your phone, or vice versa. And we'll have 5 questions with 5 answers, and we'll be able to see in live real time who's winning, so we don't have to wait. Sorry, Simcoe, but that will end now. We won't have a Simcoe because we'll know who the actual winner is live. And that's going to be, I think, a lot more fun for everyone. And if we start having more than 20 people sign up for the live trivia contest, then we'll add on more people. But right now we're just kind of beta testing it, so we're going to do it with the 20 only. Let's see. You can go in and sign up anytime and just kind of wait until the end, and that way you get signed in and you're one of the first 20. Another important item that we have to discuss tonight is today opens the nomination process for the Hall of Fame for 2022. As you probably are aware, we select 3 inductees each year into the Hall of Fame. Anybody can nominate anybody, but you can only make 1 nomination per person. This nomination process will go on through the end of the year. At that point, we will have 3 nominees that have the most nominations, and they'll be automatically put in the final 10. The other 7 finalists will be selected by the Hall of Fame board, and it's from the pool of nominees that we have during this nominee period. And then they will select those other 10 out of that pool, and then in February, we'll begin voting for the final 3 inductees out of those 10 finalists, and the voting will come from the members of the Academy of Yo-Yo Arts. So if you are not a member of the Academy of Yo-Yo Arts, we'd love to have you go on and join. All you have to have is at least 5 years of involvement in the sport, and you have to have contributed something to the sport too, not just throw the yo-yo for 5 years, but you need to have participated in contests or been judging or be part of the yo-yo industry. You can go on to the Academy of Yo-Yo Arts website and then apply, and we'll vet you, of course. And if you are truly worthy, then we will let you in our little society. So those are the folks that get to decide who the Hall of Fame folks are. Now, when you're selecting your nominations, please think about this very strongly. We have a lot of worthy individuals that should be in the Hall of Fame. I know everybody out there has mentors that have helped them through the years, and there's probably no better way to honor somebody that has mentored you than to nominate them for the Hall of Fame. And on the next episode of Yo-Yo Talk, I'll give you the top 3 as far as we are, and then just remember, it will probably be a very tight race. We had a tight race last year, and with a lot of very worthy individuals. And there were a lot of people that should be and eventually will be in the Hall of Fame. But that's the process, and please take part of that process. And also, we had a couple, thank you, last year, nominated me, but that gets kicked out. I am the acting director. I am not eligible for that, nor do I vote unless there is a tie that has to be broken, which is unlikely the way that it's set up. So think about the people that you think really are worthy. There are plenty of them out there, and seriously think about who you want to nominate. Okay, I'm going to jump back to talking to about the trivia contest for those that just happen to be tuning in. If you will see that little QR code up there on the right-hand side, sign up for that. Use a different device because it'll cut you out of yo-yo talk. And at the end of the show, we're going to run our little trivia program. There'll be 5 questions with 5 answers each, and it should be a lot of fun. And we only have 20 slots, only 20. So you're going to have to be quick to get signed in to be part of that. And if we find out there were a lot of people that got, cut out of that 20 slots, then we'll add more slots next show. Okay, so I guess we need to see what we're going to play for our prize for our very first online trivia contest. So Sean, let's roll our little prize package here. So we're having a little technical difficulty in that. Did they get to see anything?
I don't believe so. So I'm going to get that rolling here in a second.
Okay. So you're going to try and re-roll that?
Yeah.
Okay. So just to mention again, we're going to re-roll what the prize package is. The QR code up in this corner here, I guess, is the thing that you should be scanning on a different device. Sign in now because we've only got 20 slots, and then we'll run the trivia contest at the end of the show. And we'll be doing that in a bit. How far out are we on that, or do I need to kind of...
Put it right there.
Okay, Sean's trying to get that up.
Try again.
Here we go.
Okay, this is a new way of doing our trivia contest tonight. As you are aware, you have to sign in with a QR code to a different site, and you'll compete with other people in real time. Normally, we have a trivia champion shirt just for people that have never won one before, but tonight we're going to up it a little bit and provide a trivia champion shirt to whoever wins. So that kind of signifies our very first online trivia contest. Now, this first yo-yo here is very unique in the fact that it has never been given out or sold. There's only like 100 of these, and this was made for a special book signing event for Velma Daniels. Velma Daniels wrote a biography on Don Duncan Sr., and then on October 2nd at my place, we're going to have a little book signing party she's setting up. And I'll do a little tour. If you happen to be in the Florida area or Orlando area on October 2nd, you're welcome to come. You will get one of these free if you show up, as well as some free Good Humor ice cream and a little tour of the Yo-Yo Museum. So anyway, this is a yo-yo she did for a book she wrote about me. The sales have been very poor, so it's good to have the yo-yo, and I believe there's only 100 of these in existence. This other yo-yo that you're seeing right now is highly, highly collectible. This is the Duncan Glow Yo-Yo. This is the first glow yo-yo made by Duncan, and it was Duncan Flambeau that did this yo-yo. When Duncan went out of business, they weren't making glow yo-yos, but when Flambeau took it over, they decided to come out with a glow yo-yo. I call this the Crescent Sunrise yo-yo, and you can see it has fluorescent orange paint there. They only used orange paint on these glow yo-yos for about 3 years until 1972, but this particular model was made for maybe just a year in like 1979, and then it was quickly replaced by the standard 8-ray star in the center. And for the first couple of years, like I said, it was orange paint, and then it switched to red paint. So this is the earliest glow yo-yo. It is highly, highly collectible and really hard to find mint in package like this. So if you don't have one of these, this is one you just aren't hardly going to ever see up on eBay. And finally, over here, we have a only rock and roll yo-yo. And one of the reasons I'm putting this up to give away, I got a couple of these. It was advertised as a Rolling Stone premium. I don't know if that's true or not. There does seem to be a little bit of licensing mark in the side, but I can't guarantee it is Rolling Stone, but obviously that seems like it's a lyric from one of their songs. It's a like a Coca-Cola-cap-shaped, so I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, kind of put it up to see if anybody knew any history of this or could give some provenance to it. So anyway, I got a few of those, so I decided to just throw up one as a prize. Pretty rare. I hadn't seen this before when I got the group, so this is your opportunity to get one of these, and it's an opportunity for anybody to chime in if they know any history on this particular yo-yo. And then, of course, we've got a sticker there from Yo-Yo Talk. So anyway, that's our prize package for tonight. Again, you will need to sign in with the QR code. It is a different website, but it is going to be live, so sign on a different device so you can watch the show at the same time you're answering the questions. And that's about it for tonight. Good luck to everybody.
So a little more background on that that good humor thing, you know, why the ice cream on that thing. Don Duncan apparently invented that type of good humor ice cream bar. So another little tidbit on Don Duncan Sr. He also did the parking meters too. I don't think he actually invented them, but he certainly promoted them. So anyway, come to that thing on October 2nd. You get a free yo-yo, get some free ice cream, and Brian Jardin apparently is going to come and demonstrate, as well as Sean Perez. So it'll be a yo-yo hangout thing. So I hope folks watching will come in and show up from that thing. And the book on Don Duncan was pretty good. I learned some stuff there. And for the first time, I can actually read these chat things. And Tim mentioned about the marketing for good humor. So I don't know if he just marketed it or if he actually invented the the ice cream on a stick. Some people say he invented it, so I don't know. So anyway, we're going to do a little bit of Ask Me Anything tonight. Go on and roll the little Ask Me Anything clip there, Sean.
How are you doing that? How are you doing that? Whoa.
I just love dicking around with zombie hordes. All right, there you go. So you can ask me anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be about yo-yos. It could be about underwater hockey or whatever. So anyway, go on and put in your chat there. And if we don't have any questions, great, Liam is on board here. I saw Jay Madigan. Jay is in Egypt now, I believe. Jay is in Egypt right now, solving the world water problems there. All right, I'm not seeing any questions, but if you get a burning question, just send it on to me. I'll just mention this. A couple things. Number one, Doc Pop had a really good thing on his Popcast. He had a little section on the history of the bind. All yo-yo players that play with modern yo-yos, of course, with these unresponsive yo-yos, you have to do a bind to get them back into your hand. And I thought it was a pretty interesting video. So if you haven't seen that, you ought to check that out. That's at Doc Pop's Popcast. What are currently the more collectible yo-yos people are looking for? Well, for me, it's anything I don't have. I'm not sure what other things people are. What was the first crucial yo-yo released? Am I reading that right? Crucial?
Yeah, crucial.
Well, if you want to know what the first crucial yo-yo, it would be the Flores yo-yo in 1928. That kind of started the whole yo-yo craze thing. So that to me is as I say, you're not a Jedi yo-yo collector unless you have a Flores yo-yo in your collection. Okay. This is this was the Crucial Milk. Okay, that's a different brand. Sorry, I was reading that wrong. Never mind. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh yeah, on our YouTube feed, we're actually on YouTube and what are we on? Twitch?
We're not on TikTok.
No, we're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Okay, so on our YouTube feed from last week, we had a question about whether or not I had a Screaming Sonic satellite for trade, and let me show you that. Yes, I do. Would love to trade that baby off. There it is. And I didn't respond yet on YouTube. That's to RC Yo-Yo. Hopefully he's watching, but if he's not, I will respond probably tomorrow to that and see if we can work out a nice trade on that. I don't see any other questions here. Duncan Hyper Midnight Special in package, would it be unwise to open it? Yes, very unwise. Keep that in the package. Almost all the plastics you want to keep in the package. You're going to get a much higher collectible value. You know, everybody knows you want to keep it in the package. So if you can keep it in the package, do. These have value as loose yo-yos, and a lot of people prefer to display them loose than in the packages. But when it comes down to dollar and cents, 20 years from now, you're going to be very happy that you kept that in the package. Okay, so I'm going to go on and talk about a few things, but feel free to ask any questions because, like I said, I can see them now where I could never see them before in any of the other episodes. I will mention this before I start talking about some historical stuff. The Online World Yo-Yo Championships, I believe, is starting today. It was supposed to start on September 1st. I was trying to get a sponsorship going, but apparently they had trouble contacting me, and when they did, it went to my spam. So I'm not sure if we'll be actually a sponsor there or not. It may be too late or maybe not, but hopefully not. But anyway, you should still go online and check out the 2022 World Yo-Yo Championships. I think they're, I'm not sure exactly how they work. I was hoping to get somebody on to talk about them. Who knows, maybe it's still going on next month. We'll get somebody on to talk about the Worlds.
Hey, look, really quickly.
Yeah.
Jay Madigan wants to know if yo-yos will benefit from artificial intelligence.
Well, yeah. There's a couple really interesting yo-yos out there. I don't know whatever happened to that motorized yo-yo Hans developed, Van Danelson. He had actually a continuous spinning yo-yo. So I guess, yes, if they put AI in that, who knows what the possibilities are. I did have a little video that was completely made by artificial intelligence, but I'm still kind of massaging that a little bit. I think I'm going to enter that in the film festival series.
We did show some of that last month.
Well, we showed a couple of
pieces.
little, just a couple of photographs from it, but not the video.
So that's just the beginning of
yeah,
it.
can't show it online, but yeah, AI is going to take over the world. Let's show. This was a really good find, and it was we showed this yo-yo on Yo-Yo Talk earlier. This was a Dano the Mano trade with Ben McPhee. Ben posted his two Magic Russell yo-yos. There they are. Boy, aren't those beauties there. talk about rare, both orange and green. And the fact of the matter is, those are the only two I've ever seen. So I don't know if anybody else out there has those particular yo-yos, but congratulations to Ben McPhee. He looks like he has cornered the market on those magic yo-yos. I do have this, so show that string pack. So I would think that Ben McPhee, even though he has the yo-yos, he would also like to have that string pack. And since there's only one of those that I'm aware of, that may be more rare than those yo-yos there. And those were both tin whistling yo-yos, probably from looks like the early 60s, right when Russell was going out and kind of starting his own. He originally was demonstrating in the foreign markets for DRI, Duncan Russell, and Ives. And then they broke apart. He bought his way out, I think, and that started the Russell Yo-Yo Company, and the rest is history. So anyway, interesting string packs, and there's a lot of folks that collect just Russell Yo-Yos, so I'm sure they are salivating seeing that. So a couple more things. What do I have up next? Just throw up a picture there and let me talk about that. There's some things on the internet, on eBay I wanted to talk about. What was up next?
Well, let's find out. The pin, if I can find the image.
See what's this. Yeah, we've got, this is, as soon as he gets it up, this is one of these champion pins that they gave out during the yo-yo contest. Now, we've all seen the little pin back buttons that, have looper and sleeper and that sort of thing. But this was a champion pin, kind of looks like half of a yo-yo. We had 3 photos of that, Sean. Okay, that was supposed to be the last one, but that's okay. That shows the pin back. That's what the back side looks like. And it looks like kind of a yo-yo half, if you will. Go on and show the next one. That's the front side of the pin. And this one, I think, was running, it's still up for auction if any of you guys are interested in that. It was running at around $26, I want to think. That's probably going to go in anywhere from 30 to 50, I would think, on that particular pin. Can you show the front side? Because that back side was exciting, but not that exciting.
Yes, okay. Right there.
There we go. Okay, so, and this is dated, this 1961. So that's a champion pin. I don't have that in my collection. So it's pretty rare. I've seen it come up only on a rare occasion, and that's why I think 26 is still pretty good price on that, so I think it's going to go higher. I'll follow up with you guys next week or when we see what the end of that auction is. So okay, let's go to the next one. What was the next one? Was that the Duncan Professional? Excuse me.
No, that was the trying to get these to lay properly so they can see it. There we go. You have to, for some reason, all your files lost their backing, so I'm having to pull
Okay.
different
What? Okay. What are we showing?
We are showing this now. There you go.
Okay, I'm not ready for that, Sean. That's supposed to be the very end one.
That was the next one.
Okay. Can you pull up? I want to see the Professional. There's this is a chrome coated Professional. They actually came in 2 chrome coatings. One was silver and one was gold. A lot of people don't realize that this yo-yo, but it's kind of hard to talk about it without the photo.
Yes, it was right there. Coming up.
All right.
That one.
Nope, that is the pin. That is the other view of the pin. We're struggling here with our photos tonight, folks. Sorry about that. This is a Duncan yo-yo. I forget the exact year this was released, but it's a Diamond Professional, but it's different from the Slimline Professional that they had out. It's got a chrome coating. It's either gold or silver. As far as I can tell, they're both almost equally as rare, but there is another version of that, which is the Chevron seal that's also chrome, and that came out, and that is extremely rare. I would love to trade for one of those.
It was misaligned in your order.
Okay, well,
I got it right here.
pop it up there so everybody's wondering what I'm talking about.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. And that's one of the versions of what we call the Diamond Professional. It's got that chrome coating. There was another company that made a yo-yo like this with a chrome coating to kind of compete with Duncan, but I forget. May have been one of the all-star yo-yos. But anyway, that's pretty hard to find, and that right now is at a reasonable price. Although I don't think this has got a little bit of fading on the chrome. So,
Do you want the eBay?
yeah, is the eBay up there? Let me see what that's going for. Okay, right now it's $12.50. So yeah, you can't go wrong at $12.50 on that one. I suspect it'd go a wee bit higher. Although the shipping's not too bad, $6.95. So anyway, if you don't have that in the collection, that's a good yo-yo to add to your collection because that's a pretty neat yo-yo there. But again, if any of you guys out there have that Chevron yo-yo in the chrome, let me know because that I would love to trade for. What else do I have in that list of things? Yeah, oh yeah, let me talk. This is
supposed to be next.
okay. Well, let's follow up with that Cheerio now. We had talked about this last month. There was a guy that had up these boxes of Cheerio Whistler butterfly yo-yos. Are you going to show anything there, Sean? Or?
Here's this one.
Show us something. It's a live show.
I'm aware. File safety. I got it.
Okay.
Start talking about it.
All right. Well, I'm not sure what you're getting ready to show. Are you showing the video? Okay. Well, this is the box that it came in. There you go. Okay. So you can see it says on the box there, Cheerio. It's a big C, Cheerio Whistler. But if you look at the box, those are the duos. Those are the ones that you could make into a top. If you take that little seal off, that would have the place where you put the little plastic peg in there to make it into a top. So as a double doozer yo-yo that's in the box. So he put a case of these up, okay, and I think there were like 12 boxes in the casing, one like $5,000. Anyway, the guy that's selling this apparently does not understand the yo-yo market. There's no way. He put them up for $600 for a box like this. I don't think he ever got anywhere close to that. I paid, and I'll just, for the yo-yo community, I paid $250 for mine. Now that I know there's at least 12 or more of those boxes out there, I would not pay over $100 for the box. Now, show the yo-yo, because everybody's saying, well, if that's not the yo-yo that was supposed to, there it is. That is the Big C Cheerio Whistler. That is a wood yo-yo. It does have the holes inside, and it's a butterfly shape. So that yo-yo was what was supposed to be in the box. So I don't know what the story was, how those boxes ended up with those double doozers. Now, the double doozers are old yo-yos too. It's a nice box. I'm glad to have it. But I would warn all our collectors out there, there's way, way too many of these to make that worth more than $100 for that box. So if you put in, make an offer, I would put it in $100 or less because there's just too many boxes out there to be at $600 or $300 or whatever he's got out there. So little follow-up on that. Okay, now for the special thing. Go on and show that one that we took down. This is some really early stuff, and as you know, I like these Bandalorist. This is pre-yo-yo stuff. This was just up on eBay, and I'll tell you, I bought it. Largely not because of the yo-yo that's there. That's a copper yo-yo, and it may actually be a Bandalorist, but there's no provenance with that, so there's no way to tell. But what got me was this picture. That's the actual lithograph there, and that's dated 1791, I believe.
You want the other photo?
Yeah, well, let me talk about this for just a second, then I'll show you the other photo. You can see that they're clearly playing the yo-yo there, and you can see one says Quiz Master and the other one says Quiz Genius. And the significance of this is in England around this time, the toy was called a quiz for some reason, and there's a background story to this, and I'll talk about that next episode when I do confirm it. But I know that in the sequel to The Adventures of Baron von Munchausen, which if you may have seen the movie, that's about 15, 20 years old now. It didn't do very well in the theaters, but there was a book that was published in 1792, and it mentioned the yo-yo as a quiz. And I'm going to read off, he was talking about these women that were confused and they would talk prattle, and I found it absolutely necessary to sew up their mouths so that between the blind judges and the dumb matrons, methought the trial had a chance of being terminated sooner than it otherwise could. The matrons, instead of their tongues, had other instruments to convey their ideas. Each of them had 3 quizzes. One quiz pendant from the string that sewed up her mouth, another quiz in either hand. When she wished to express her negative, she darted and recoiled the quizzes in her right hand and the left hand. When she desired to express her affirmative, she nodded, making the quiz pendant flow up and down and recoil again. Now, the picture's down, but it was interesting that the guy had a quiz, he was holding it in his mouth, and then he had one in either hand. I don't know, I'm just wondering if he saw that picture and when they were writing this, pulled that from that illustration or not. But that is one of the earliest, at least European illustrations of a yo-yo. I thought the earliest one was from 1792. If you can show, this is 1791, but show that other photo now. This is from a book that I actually have, and it's, I can't remember if it's, it is 1792 or 1794, I can't remember. So anyway, this precedes that. So this is really cool that we have this history there. And there's a little more history to the quiz, and I'm going to talk about that in the future. But I think those very early historical pieces like that are hundreds of years old now, is really neat. All of a sudden, these things are popping up and appearing. Okay, so that about does it on my history lesson for the night. I think it's time for us to be. Let me see if there were any burning questions. Okay, All-Star, yeah, somebody mentioned, it was the All-Star yo-yo that was kind of a knockoff of that Duncan. Somebody's bidding on that too. Who's going to that? Danny Amir is bidding on it. So if you want that more than Danny, I guess you'll need to get your bids in. Okay, so hopefully we have a few people signed up for the trivia contest. Is there a way to tell, Sean?
Yeah. Let me,
John's going to check out. So if you... What?
we have
10. Okay, well that's a good number.
8 minus me and you.
Okay, all right. So we got at least 8 people signed up for the trivia contest. And if you're watching and you're going, what the heck's going on? How do I sign up for it? Just go to the QR code up here. Pardon me. And that will hook you in. Now, don't go on the device you're watching this, because then you'll lose the show. But we're going to go here in just a minute to the trivia contest, and we're going to give you the 5 questions. And each of them will have 5 answers, and we'll see how it goes. This is you're in the very first one, the beta test of you 8 guys, you guys and gals maybe. Let's. You got about 30 seconds to answer each question after I read it off, and then we'll go to the next one or post how we're doing rank-wise, and then right at the end we'll know who the winner is. So. Sean, let's get this going. Do I need to do anything to bring this up on?
Just open the phone. It should be there.
No, it is not. Just to make turn off. Let me see here. No, I just have my swipe up to open. Maybe that. Nope. Got a little messenger from Todd Bell, if you know Todd.
Oh, well, you didn't open your phone.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. All right, so am I able to control it from this here?
I control it, but those are the questions and answers.
Okay, well let's.
We're ready for the next answer or the next question.
Okay, we'll get going here. First question. So hopefully everybody's ready to rock and roll here. You should have the crowd purr up, and the question number 1 will pop up. Are you going to hit it? Tell me when you hit it, and I'll read.
It's going.
In 1964 Duncan Field Manual, how many inches must you walk the dog? That's how many inches in a contest must you walk the dog, and your choices are 6 inches, 12 inches, 18 inches, 24 inches, and 36 inches. You have about 30 seconds to answer this. They actually drew 2 lines on the ground. You had to start in front of one line and then walk the dog on the ground to the other line. So the question is, how many inches were those lines apart? And that's probably about enough time. So let's go to our answer, which is, we did not show our answer. We went right to the second question.
Well, it shows it at the end, I guess.
No, it should show you your answer. How are we going to check the
Let's see, rankings.
Can you put up the rankings, how everybody did after that first question?
I click show rankings.
Okay, maybe we don't have any responses yet. And again, folks, this is our beta test. So we are learning as we're going here. Current player rankings.
Oh, okay. Wait. That's why.
Okay.
I see. So we will go to question 1, and we will start question.
Oh, we hadn't started the question. Okay, so in the 1964 Duncan Field Manual, how many inches must you walk the dog for it to be a complete trick? And your choices are 6 inches, 12 inches, 18 inches, 24 inches, and 36 inches. And just tap on the button that you feel is the correct answer.
And then tell me when you're ready, and I'll show the
And we're going to get, since we had to restart it, we're going to give you a few more seconds, but hopefully you figured it out how to push the little button. They're all nicely color-coded there. I think that's long enough. You should.
Okay.
And
Rankings.
okay, well, we can.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, we have 3 people that got that right and a few that didn't. And the answer was 12, I believe.
Correct.
Okay, so very good. Let's go on to question number 2. Still plenty of time. Okay, who made the evil Doc Lucky yo-yo that was given away on Yo-Yo Talk? Was it Tom Kuhn, John Higbee, Velma Daniels, Fred Emke, or Taka? This is one that you have to be a loyal watcher of the show, maybe, to get this one. It's kind of one of those things where you either know it or you don't.
I was going to say, I don't know about you, but this one stumped me pretty hard.
Well, we got about another 10 seconds, and then we're going to see how the rankings have changed.
I can see as the votes come in real time.
Okay.
And it's interesting, the scattered board.
Scattered board. Okay. Well, let's take a look there. So you can see who's answering what then.
I see percentages.
Okay, great. Okay, well,
Show
let's stop that one. Let's show the rankings now. Whoa!
We still got.
Wait a minute. How can we have 5 people with 100%?
Because it's point based.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Okay,
so we got 3 people that haven't missed a question yet.
Correct.
All right. Okay. Well, that's pretty impressive.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready for the next one?
Here we go. Let's go for the next one. In the 1964 Duncan Field Manual, how many times must the yo-yo pass the string in Rock the Baby? Is that 1 time, 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, or 10 times?
Really quickly, Luck, if you wouldn't mind telling them the correct answer for the last question.
I'm sorry. The correct answer for the last question was John Higbee, the famous yo-yoing player and artist. Those were
I've got all the votes in.
Okay, let's go to the rankings and see how we are here. Oh! Okay.
Everybody missed that.
Everybody missed it. And let me tell you, it was 10. I couldn't believe it. I'm going, are you kidding me? I would have never got that. And that is, I mean, you're talking about an old Duncan tournament wood yo-yo. Even if you wax the string and sand it down, getting 10 rock the babies? Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and get it back to your hand? That's tough. So, yeah, that one surprised me too. I'm not surprised that everybody missed that. Okay, let's go on to our fourth question.
Question number 4.
All right. Who is the only person to be a live in the room guest on the show?
Wait. Let me also add a little context to this before I click activate on the question there. It is the only person to be a guest, as in he
Right.
was brought on only to talk as a guest.
There you go. Here you go. There are your choices. Dano the Mano, Sean Perez, no one has ever been in person, Tim Simcoe, and the Nickanada.
We have 4 votes in. We got 2 more. 5 votes. Missing 1. Oh, we got all of them in.
All right, all of them in. Let's see how our rankings changed.
Whoa!
Oh, Augie is taking the lead. The correct answer was Sean Perez. Sean Perez. All right.
Next question. You ready?
Next question. Is this our final question?
Final question.
Final question. In the 1964 Duncan Field Manual, how many times must you do a flying trapeze for it to be a complete trick? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? This is kind of like you either know it or you don't, or you just hope to guess real good. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Could be any of those, but only one is correct in the 1964 Field Manual for running a Duncan yo-yo contest.
Missing 1 vote.
We're still waiting on that last vote to come in. They're trying to find the 1964 Duncan Field Manual. Good luck with that. Unless your name is Bob Rule, you probably don't have it.
Oh, okay, that's all of them.
Here it is. Okay, let's.
And the rankings.
And the rankings are.
Drum roll, please.
Let's see them.
Oh.
Okay. So the answer was 3. And okay. I have no idea. We didn't count on there being a tie. All right.
I can add another question really quickly if you'd like.
Oh, do you have an extra question?
I can add one. I'm going to mute you. Hey,
okay.
Folks, we're going to mute Lucky for a second.
All right.
And I'm going to go over to him, and we're going to find out a tie-breaking question. Wait. You're not muted yet.
Okay. Unmute me. Okay, so am I unmuted?
You are unmuted.
Okay, so for our 3 finalists, and I don't have it up. You're going to have to put. I know it was who was up there? Augie, the Nickanator.
Augie, Dano, and Nick.
Augie, Dano, and the Nickanator. Okay, so you are 3 finalists. So only you guys get to answer on this. This is our trivia playoff, if you will.
I'm typing as fast as I can.
So Sean is putting the, we've discussed what we're going to do.
Are you going to show it?
Yeah, well, I'm going to I'm going to just say, so I have these various mugs here. This is a Zombie Cause mug, but I also have a Yo-Yo Talk mug. And on the Yo-Yo Talk mug, there is images of Doc Lucky. And I'm going to ask you something about an image.
Okay.
Soon. Okay, so Sean has got it ready to go. Okay. How many Doc Luckies are on this Doc Lucky mug? I can't show you because you might be able to decipher how many there are. Is it 1, 3, 4, 2, or 5? Oh, you couldn't have just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sean? You think, oh, that was getting real edgy. That's good. That's good. Yeah. 1, 3, 4, 2, or 5. There's probably some hidden meaning there. We're waiting for those 3 people to answer. Hopefully, only one of you gets it.
Well, everyone answered, but that's okay.
Everybody answered. Okay. Well, we're only interested in those 3 finalists. So who? So show us the
The leaderboards?
Yeah, show us the leaderboard. And we'll see who won. Okay.
Oh, they all missed it.
Well, one of the losers, Jay Madigan, got it, but he wasn't in the final 3. Okay, I don't know. We may have to carry this on, figure out. We'll have to figure out next week how we're going to decide this because we didn't think that far ahead.
Here.
This is Yo-Yo Talk. We don't think.
Here, well, let me do this really quickly.
Is there a way to first answer, correctly type thing on this thing?
No.
Oh,
Not
okay.
that I know. I only heard this
Okay.
thing 5
Well,
hours ago.
we'll figure that out. Let's just. I think we need to wrap it up for the evening. Congratulations to our 3 finalists. We'll figure out how to separate you guys out next week at the beginning of the show, and then we'll have another trivia contest.
Wait. Dano says, give it to Augie. He is a first-time player.
I'm good with that. You okay with that, Nick and Nader?
Nick, give us a yay or a nay.
Give us a yay or nay, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
give it to
okay, Augie. First time player. You get the trivia contest shirt. You get all that other good stuff. We just need an address from you. So message Sean your snail mail address so we can send this stuff out to you. Congratulations. So that's about it for Yo-Yo Talk tonight. Again, don't forget to put in your nominations. He's going to post that link where you can put your nominations in for the National Yo-Yo Hall of Fame.
The link is only going to be posted in the Doc Lucky's Yo-Yo Talk group on Facebook.
Yo-Yo Talk group on Facebook. So that's where you're going to find the link. So go there and please get your nominations in. And then just please remember, you can never have too many yo-yos. I will see you next month. That would be October the 6th, I believe. Is that first Thursday in the month at 9:30 p.m. We'll have another trivia contest, which will run a little bit smoother this time. And congratulations to Augie, and thanks for watching, everybody.